To Game 5 of the Canucks versus the Washington Capitals, my franchise mode team versus my friends. Unfortunately, there's no way to actually fix the numbers issue slash captaincies issue. Um, so we'll just have to deal with it. I've kind of got used to most of the players' numbers that are a little weird. Like I know both teams number ones, but I'm not sure why like Tyson Berry wears number 15 instead of number 4. The Canucks don't even have a number 4 on their team right now. There's no retired number 4, nothing like that. So I'm not sure what's going on. Um, we have the Canucks wearing their third jerseys here in Game 5 against the Washington Capitals here at home. This will be their third jersey they'll wear at select games at home this upcoming season, the 18-19 season. Finally we're ready to go. McKinnon versus Sagan on the first face-off of the game, and Sagan wins it. Ellis gets it to Berchi, over to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere dropping back all the way to Ellis. Here's Gaudreau now. Gaudreau carrying. Gaudreau controlling, getting some space on the right side. Gaudreau shoots, and what a great save by Connor Hellebuck early in the first. Ryan Ellis now at the point. Ryan Ellis stepping in. Ryan Ellis shooting, and Hellebuck getting the glove on it and getting the whistle. Early pressure here from Washington, as their first line has not had the greatest success in really any of the games this series. The only goal I believe they've scored is, I guess Gaudreau had one and Sperchi had one the last game, so they had some more success in game 4. But before that, they haven't really scored much. It's been a lot of depth scoring for the Capitals. As here comes the Canucks now. Kyle Connor behind the net. Gets it around. Here's McKinnon. Back to Barry. Over to Muzzin. Over to Barry, who takes a slap shot. That's blocked by his own men in front. And now Washington comes out. Here's Gaudreau on the near side. Gets it across to Berchi. Berchi getting some space. Trying to get a drive behind the net. Holding in the corner. Gets it in front. And a great shot and a great save as Barkov came off the bench and was looking for blood there. And just couldn't find the back of the net. Here's Berchi again. He's been out there for quite a while. Berchi, toe drag to the middle, shoots, and that's another great save for Hellebuck, as Washington is just on fire here. And another save for Hellebuck, as finally the Canucks regain possession. And here's Connor Murphy now, down the left side. Connor Murphy, a saucer pass in front, and a great save by Gibson, and the rebound couldn't be scored by Connor Murphy. Is a great chance for the Canucks, just wasn't finding the back of the net. Here's Shea collecting on the near side. Shea just gets the puck deep, collecting that will actually be Lee. Hutton missed it, and here's Lee back to Shea to Wood. Wood trying to go 5-hole on Gibson, who's having none of that, and he covers up the puck for the whistle. And a very, very exciting first period as John Gibson also making a good save here. And then Connor Murphy just couldn't bury the rebound. Both teams have their third lines out there. It's William Karlsson versus Joel Eriksson-Ek on the faceoff. Karlsson wins it back to Hutton, who gets it over to Ekholm. Ahead to Svechnikov. Svechnikov carrying through center. Kenny Svechnikov, who got the game winner in game 4, and a good shot there, but that's stopped by Hellebuck. Oh, and a giveaway here as Svechnikov gets the puck, carrying in his own zone, gets it ahead to Connolly. Connolly with some room. Connolly in the middle, trying to stick handle. Back to Svechnikov, who gives it away, and here's Miles Wood one-on-one. Miles Wood carrying, waiting for some help. Miles Wood now on the right side. Carrying in, he's behind the net now. Miles Wood, oh, and Joel Eriksson-Ek just missing on the one-timer, and the puck will be back in Vancouver zone. Brendan Smith collects. Smith to Eriksson-Ek, up to Wood. Wood carrying on the near side. Miles Wood stopping up. Here's Joel Eriksson-Ek. Passes off to Hamonic. Looked like he was going to shoot there for a second, but here's Svechnikov stealing now. Svechnikov carrying, and he'll just dump it in, and that actually just ticks off the corner glass. 7:19 to go in the first. Both teams with some great chances, but no team able to score just yet, as both goalies have been very sharp. After last game was pretty wide open, I think both goalies want to prove that they can shut the door for the whole game, not just the clutch moments. Anyways, here's both fourth lines with a neutral zone face-off, and the Face-off won by Washington, but collected by Vancouver. As Pierre-Luc Dubois now gets the puck deep. Trevor Van Riemsdyk back, and he wins the battle for the puck. Or does he? Pettersson actually gets it back. Pettersson to Muzzin, over to Barrie, back to Muzzin. Shot wide, and Hartman will collect, but gives it right away to Dubois, who shoots. And another 2 great saves for John Gibson, as Vancouver's fourth line is again absolutely dominating Washington's fourth line. Setting some great chances. Oh, but there's a good chance there for... Who's that? 34? Oh, it's Jacob Larson jumping up on the play. Oh, good stick lift there. Oh, but back. Here's Jacob Larson. Down to Barkov. To Larson. Larson over to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk cutting in. Here's Trevor Van Riemsdyk. He shoots. Great save. Oh, and Hellebuck. And then he plays the puck. Dubois now up to Lee. Anders Lee carrying in. Anders Lee got some space. Throws it up the boards. Here is 13. To Lee. Lee. Oh, he had the goalie off the post. Lee with a great chance. But he just couldn't bury it. And now here comes number 2. And then there's Kerfoot. Up to Besser. Besser making some moves. Here's Brock Besser. Shoots, and that's blocked. Great stick by Jacob Larson, as he's shown some great defensive poise in this series. Here's Barkov now. Barkov over to Johansson. Johansson, slap shot. I think that was a good save by Hellebuck. I'm not sure if that maybe got blocked in front. Here's Kyle Connor making a move. He's behind. Here's Kyle Connor. Kyle Connor shoots, trying to go 5-hole again, and that's blocked by the goaltender. And here's Besser with a late shot that almost found its way through John Gibson, but to no avail, as through the first period there is no scoring. A hectic first period with lots of chances at both ends, but both goalies managing to make some great saves, as both teams have dangerous players all throughout their lineup. But both goalies have been up to the task thus far, although I'd say that in terms of chances, I believe Washington has had the majority thus far. But here we are heading into the second period now, as the first went flying by, barely any whistles. As Tyler Seguin again facing off against Nathan MacKinnon. MacKinnon loses it to Seguin. Baertschi collects. Gostisbehere. Here's Gaudreau on the near side. Gaudreau trying to find Seguin, who takes it behind the net. Seguin trying to find Gaudreau. That's broken up. But here's Seguin again to Baertschi. Baertschi deep to Seguin. Gets it back to Gostisbehere, who gets it over to Baertschi, and a great shot and a great save by Hellebuck. Seguin back to Baertschi. Gives it away. And then, Tyson Barrie's rock, but Vancouver still manages to collect. Here's Kyle Connor now. Kyle Connor over to MacKinnon. Tries to get it deep. That's broken up. Here's Tom Wilson now, as Washington's made some changes. Barrie up to Connor, who passes it off his own player's skate. And here's Barkov now. Barkov carrying in. Alexander Barkov cutting to the front. Goes behind. Gets it back to Ellis. Here's Gostisbehere to Barkov. Barkov knocked off the puck, but still managing to keep control. Barkov absolutely warrioring it in the middle. He still has control. Finally, Anders Lee gets it, and it's ahead to Besser, who just dumps it in. Now he's one-on-one. Questionable decision there. Anyways, 0-0. Still a score almost halfway through the second period. Washington carrying the puck in. Here's Tom Wilson, who absolutely controlled the game. Basically won the game for Washington. And here's Connor Murphy now ahead of the play. Connor Murphy passes back to MacKinnon. MacKinnon actually loses it on his own player, but here's MacKinnon shoots. The puck is in the air. John Gibson manages to come down and cover it up, as the Canucks were swarming, looking for another chance, as that puck was floating up in the air. Here's another look at that great save that Hellebuck made on Sven Baertschi, as Baertschi thought he had room on the blocker side, but Hellebuck managed to get over and make the save. And here's William Karlsson against Alexander Kerfoot in the Washington Capitals, and Kerfoot managing to win the faceoff. Here's Brady Shea over to Murphy. Murphy managing to hold the line. Here's Besser. Besser back to Murphy, over to Shea. Shea with a slap shot that's blocked by Ekholm, who collects and gets it ahead to Connolly. Brett Connolly over to Svechnikov, who got the game winner in Game 4. Svechnikov trying to find a man in front, just misses him. Here's Jacob Larson now carrying in. Jacob Larson passes it off the boards to Svechnikov. Here's Van Riemsdyk over to Larson. Larson down to Karlsson. Karlsson looking for a play. Karlsson gets it back to Larson, who gets it over to Van Riemsdyk. That's broken up. and the puck is just out. Great defensive play by Brock Nelson to break up that play. And here's Van Riemsdyk now, though, getting ahead to Carlson. And here's Connolly. Connolly coming in the far side, gets it across, and a great save on a one-timer by, I'm not sure who, unfortunately. But a great save by Hellebuck, either way. As the Canucks now get the puck deep into the Washington zone, Larson flips it around to Van Riemsdyk. Van Riemsdyk checked, though, but Connolly back defensively to help him. But Miles Wood still gets the puck back. Miles Wood now. And he loses the puck, and back to collect is Brendan Smith. Gets to Hamonic, gets to Pettersson. Elias Pettersson now. He's been very poised this series. And here's Pettersson cut in the middle, gets it over to Hamonic, shoots. That's deflected, and Gibson manages to make the save. Here's Travis Hamonic now. Coming back in again. Here's Travis Hamonic with a little bit of a step. Cuts it in. Hamonic shoots. It's fanned on. And Gibson manages to cover it up. But then he plays the puck. Gibson recollecting. And there's no chance he plays it this time. As John Gibson has made some good saves here. So Vancouver's fourth line was definitely pressing. Although it was kind of a mix between their third and fourth lines. As that puck almost got tapped in by Pettersson. Pettersson was still out there. And here's the Canucks' fourth line against the Washington Capitals' first line. So let's see if they can control the play like they do on against the fourth line. Here's Brendan Smith now, chased by Goudreau. Gets it ahead to Shinkaruk. Shinkaruk had 2 goals in that losing effort. 2 beautiful goals. Oh, and what a one-timer attempt by Elias Pettersson. Great save by John Gibson. And here comes the Washington Capitals. Goudreau over to Sagan. Sagan shoots. Good save. Oh, and the rebound just knocked wide. As Hellebuck makes a great save. Here's Sagan in the corner, gets it over, but here's Pierre-Luc Dubois. Dubois across. Here's Hunter Shinkaruk. Shinkaruk to Pettersson. Dubois on the far side. Dubois in front of Shinkaruk, and that's just broken up by Gostisbehere. As the Canucks' fourth line is absolutely just controlling play no matter who they're on the ice against. As here comes Goudreau now. Goudreau fires back. Oh, and a great shot and an even better save as Berchi was bearing down on Connor Hellebuck in the slot. Here's Ben Hutton ahead to Goudreau, who's just offside on the far side, I believe was Tyler Sagan. Connor Hellebuck has made some great saves this game, as has John Gibson, as we're halfway through the game now, and the score is still 0-0. A minute and 11 to go in the second period. McKinnon versus Barkov. Barkov wins the face-off to Ekholm. Ekholm ahead to Barkov. Barkov has a step. He shoots. It's floating, but Hellebuck with the save. Pinned against the board here, and the puck just squeaks out. Ekholm collecting, taking back to the neutral zone. 5 seconds left in the period. Here's Hutton ahead to Barkov, to Johansson. Not much time left. Tries to get a quick shot, and at the buzzer, an easy save for Connor Hellebuck. As after 2 periods, the game is still tied at 0-0 as both goalies have absolutely upped their games here in Game 5. Series tied 2-2. This is a big game. Whoever wins this game puts the other team on the brink of elimination. So both goalies have to step up to the task, and thus far both goalies have done so. Quick look at the stats here. Washington is almost doubling Vancouver in the shots category. But chances, I'd say, are pretty even. Some of those shots aren't the greatest, but I'd say Washington is still a little ahead on the chances. But both goalies have made some big saves. And heading into the third, it doesn't matter who has more shots. It's all about who gets that one more goal. Face-off won by Tyler Sagan. Back to Gostisbehere, who's carrying. Gostisbehere controlling the puck, skates it ahead now. Gostisbehere on the wing gets absolutely annihilated by Tyson Barrie, and he gets it ahead. Philip Forsberg now on the right wing. Philip Forsberg stick handling. Philip Forsberg carrying in. Philip Forsberg shoots and almost squeaking through it with John Gibson. But John Gibson manages to close it out at the last second and just hold that puck out. As Tyson Barrie absolutely demolished Shane Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere tried to cut it to the middle, and Tyson Barrie was absolutely having none of that. Offensive zone face-off now for the Vancouver Canucks as McKinnon faces off against Sagan. Tie up, and the puck comes to Forsberg in front. Philip Forsberg trying to control, and just cannot, and Gibson will collect that puck. before Forsberg can get a stick on it. A rematch on the face-off here for McKinnon and Sagan. Let's see if anything changes. And Sagan wins it cleanly back to Gostisbehere, but he's knocked off the puck. But that's going to be a penalty for Kyle Connor, as they call that a cross-check. And there was a weak cross-checking penalty a game or two ago against Washington. And now another weak cross-checking penalty here against the Vancouver Canucks. I'm not sure where these penalties are coming from here in the playoffs, but Washington with a great chance to take the lead here in the third on the power play. Carlson back to Ekholm. Baertschi, Hutton one-timer, and that's blocked before it could get through to Connor Hellebuyck. Washington playing catch, Carlson tries to feed it in front, and that's broken up, and the Canucks clear it down the ice. Ekholm collecting behind his own net, over to Ben Hutton. Hutton kind of just throws it across ice, but Baertschi collects. Sven Baertschi halfway through the penalty now, holding on the near side. Sven Baertschi across to Ben Hutton. Hutton down to Carlson, over to Ekholm. Ekholm shoots, that's blocked. Carlson on the rebound, can't get it through, and here's Shea, and Brady Shea will clear it out with 25 seconds left to go in the power play. Washington has time for one quick play up the ice before the extra man advantage is done, and the penalty is now over. Washington is still controlling though, and Carlson fires it off the post off of a great pass and a great attempt. Here's William Karlsson again, over to Johansson, and a great save by Connor Hellebuyck, making it look easy on that cross-slot one-timer pass from William Karlsson. Oh, I thought that shot got blocked. That shot got through to Connor Hellebuyck, and he made a great save on that rebound attempt. 14:47 now left in the third, and the Canucks managing to kill off that penalty. And now winning that defensive zone faceoff, I think. Oh, but now taking another penalty on Alexander Barkov. And that's going to be a 2-minute minor for high sticking, as the Canucks again take another penalty, as Alex Kerfoot taking an unnecessary high sticking penalty. And Washington now will go back to the power play. And you need a lot better discipline from your team if you want to win a game. You can't be taking penalties like this in the third period. Now they're going to really need to rely on their penalty. Connor Murphy to Tyson Berry, and he'll get it out. Tyson, as now Washington recollects. Here's Barkov. Barkov back to Gostisbehere to Sagan, shoots and scores! And a quick strike on the second power play in a row, and Washington takes a 1-0 lead with 13:35 to go in the third period. Tyler Sagan managing to finally beat Connor Hellebuyck, as Alex Kerfoot's high sticking penalty finally cost the Vancouver Canucks. And now they're down a goal here in the third period. Great finish from Tyler Sagan. Canucks second line now out there. Washington controlling. Here's Gostisbehere coming into the zone. Gostisbehere over to Baertschi, back to Goudreau. Ellis down to Sagan, over to Baertschi. Baertschi taking it to the boards. Plays a little give and go. Now it's back to Ellis. Ellis coming to the middle. Baertschi takes a shot. That's deflected, and staying with it was Connor Hellebuyck. Oh, and a bad giveaway, and Baertschi collects it at center ice. Baertschi head to Sagan. Sagan with a man on the other side, and Shea managing to intercept that pass. Here's Besser head to Kerfoot. Alexander Kerfoot looking for some space, finds it. Here's Brady Shea to Kerfoot, across to Connor. That's not Connor. Who am I talking about? That is Cal Connor. Okay, they do have some of their first line out there. I was confused for a second. Oh, and another big hit. There's Brady Shea absolutely rocking number 3. And here's Travis Hamonic down to Kerfoot. Here's Philip Forsberg. Kyle Connor back to Brady Shea. Takes a slap shot. That's tipped. And Gibson manages to cover it before Philip Forsberg can bury that rebound, as John Gibson is staying on top of his game here as the third starts to wind down, as that was Ryan DeZinkle that got absolutely demolished by Brady Shea. 8:14 left to go in the third, and the Canucks' first line is out against the Washington Capitals' fourth line in an offensive zone faceoff. Hartman managed to win the faceoff though, and here's Connor Brown. Connor Brown carrying in. Connor Brown across to Hartman. Hartman carrying in, shoots, and that's a great save by Connor Hellebuck. As the Washington Capitals' fourth line manages to get a good shot off here. Kill off some more time. 7:25 now left in the third period. The Canucks desperately trying to get some possession and some offensive zone time, as here comes Philip Forsberg carrying ahead through center ice. Here's Philip Forsberg across to Nathan MacKinnon, who shoots at a great save by John Gibson, but then across, and there's Kyle Connor, who couldn't get a good chance off that pass. Kyle Connor to MacKinnon, to Connor, gets it back to Smith. Brendan Smith carrying to the middle. Brendan Smith loses control, gets it back, good shot, but just wide. As now Larson controls, gets it up to Svechnikov. Svechnikov one-on-one. He's hit by Brendan Smith. Brendan Smith now back up ahead to Philip Forsberg, who makes a great move. Philip Forsberg carrying in, takes it to the corner, gets it back. There's Brendan Smith, a good shot, and he scores! Brendan Smith from the blue line ties the game late in the third, and the game is tied at 1-1. Brendan Smith, a free agent transaction earlier this season, has paid off and paid dividends for the Canucks. No other team wanted Brendan Smith. The Canucks got him at an absolute bargain, and he has absolutely come in clutch, scoring clutch goals and making clutch assists, clutch defensive plays. Everything you just saw is everything that Brendan Smith is all about, and he ties the game late in the third to keep the Canucks in this game and making this one very interesting. Washington wins the faceoff. Here comes Svechnikov in front to Hutton. Hutton shoots, and that's a great save by Connor Hellebuck, as Hutton jumped in on the play and almost scored. And here's Eriksson Ek now trying to set up. Oh, and another penalty for Vancouver. That's their third one this period. That's gotta be deadly. As long as Washington can score on this power play, it's basically over for Vancouver. As who wears number 3 for the Canucks? I can't remember. It's Miles Wood taking a very unnecessary penalty in the offensive zone, and he should be upset with himself on that one. With 2:49 left to go in the third, Washington goes to a power play, and the Canucks are going to really need to rely on their penalty killers here. Ooh, and a great interception by Connor Murphy. Eriksson Ek to Pedersen. Pedersen carries it out before firing it down into the Washington Capitals end. And Connor Murphy now gets the puck. Here's Eriksson Ek to Murphy. The Canucks getting some penalty killing time, but a giveaway, and here comes Tyler Seguin on a breakaway. Power play, Tyler Seguin with a goal, and what a move! What a finish for Tyler Seguin on the breakaway. Goes to the backhand and goes 5-hole on Connor Hellebuck to take the lead late in the third, 1:49, and again the Vancouver Canucks playing very aggressively on the penalty kill, and it does not pay off, as Tyler Seguin gets a breakaway in an absolutely filthy move, gets Connor Hellebuck to open up the 5-hole, and he absolutely makes him pay. And now the Canucks are going to have to come up with some magic here, as taking some unnecessary penalties is really costing them in this game. And Washington wins the faceoff. Here's Tom Wilson just getting the puck deep. And we're coming up on the last minute of the game. Muzzin with a great hit, though, getting possession, but then gives the puck away. Here's Tom Wilson, Barkov to Johansson, to Gostisbehere, Ben Hutton losing the puck, but Gostisbehere collects. Tom Wilson gives it away. Tom Wilson now gets it back now. Down to Johansson, who shoots. Great save for Hellebuck. 46 seconds left. Vancouver's going to be pulling their goalie on this offensive rush. Here's Kerfoot getting it deep. Brock Besser collecting the puck in the corner. Lets it go to the point. Brock Besser now in the corner. Loses the puck. Recollects. Here's Brock Besser to Kerfoot. Kerfoot to Muzzin, who shoots. That's blocked by by MacKinnon. Here's Brock Besser now in the corner, trying to set it up for Nelson. Nelson shoots. It goes and it just trickles just wide. Here's Kerfoot now. Canucks lose possession. Hutton trying to get the puck out. Here's Ben Hutton. Oh, and here goes 15 seconds left. All Washington has to do is get this puck deep, and the game is basically over. 9 seconds left. Vancouver needs to get this puck out quickly. Tom Wilson misses the empty net. 4 seconds left, and that's going to do it. Some costly penalties for the Vancouver Canucks, and the Washington Capitals take a 3-2 series lead on a very unfortunate turn of events for in the third period, as the Canucks take 3 unnecessary penalties and the Capitals win it on 2 power play goals. A very close game with no scoring through the first 2 periods, as both goalies absolutely shut the door but some unnecessary penalties from the Vancouver Canucks allow the Washington Capitals to score 2 goals in the third period, one early and one late. And the game winner, an absolutely filthy goal from Tyler Seguin, going 5-0 on Connor Hellebuck on the breakaway. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed that game. If you did, leave a thumbs up. And I hope to see you guys in Game 6, where the Washington Capitals will be at home looking to win the series against the Vancouver Canucks. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. GG's, boys.